Hey y'all, I'm going to take you on a quick project. I've decided it's time to clean this up. Spring is short here in Southern California in the San Diego County. Our zone is in between 9B and 10A. It kind of fluctuates, so it's roughly really hot. And our spring is basically summer now, and we're in May. So we're a month early. A month or two early. I need to clean all this back, all the Johnny jump up. It's time to trim it back because it's on its last leg. And the alyssum is starting to look a little sad. You do need to give alyssum a haircut every now and then, or else it just gets lanky and it looks messy. So I'm just gonna clean everything up. I thought I was gonna try to be meticulous about everything, but I decided I'm just gonna roll everything up like a carpet and just remove it all. Underneath, I totally forgot that there are columbine plants in there. And these columbines I did start from a seed about 2 or 3 years ago. I want to say 3 years ago. Columbine are a root perennial, and the root is under the ground and it stays there all year long until it's ready to emerge. And it does put on a pretty good show. My sister's is blooming its head off right now. Mine, I think, is struggling because of the powdery mildew. I need to spray these, and also because they were being suffocated with the Johnny Jump Ups and Sweet Alyssum. So once I've cut all that back, it now has the proper airflow, and so I'm just going to cut off all of the dead leaves. Keep in mind the three Ds: dead, diseased, and damaged. You always want to cut those off, be it a tree, a plant, a flower, anything. Dead, diseased, damaged. You always want to cut that off. I'm removing all of the root structures from the Johnny Jump Ups and the Alyssums. Sweet Alyssum and Johnny Jump Ups, they reseed themselves. So basically, they will come back over and over and over as long as the weather permits. If they don't germinate this year, they will definitely germinate next year. Here's another columbine, just cleaning all that up. Again, the three Ds: dead, diseased, and damaged, cutting all that off, all of the disease, and cutting off the damage. Just smoothing everything out. I like to sift the ground, make sure there's no rocks or anything that doesn't belong. Right here, these little grasses, these are liatris bulbs. These actually seeded themselves as well. So I'm just going to pull these up. They're just not in the right spot. I don't want them here. So I'm going to uproot them and relocate them to a different spot. So liatris bulbs, really easy to grow. If you saw one of my other videos, I actually mentioned I grew thousands of liatris bulbs, shared them with friends, families, and I even brought hundreds of them to my sister on the East Coast, and she has tons of liatris in her yard now. What I'm prying apart here, this is called baby tears, and it's a ground cover. It's kind of like a fern. It does not like sun. The second sun beats down on it, it's dead. It does cover the ground really well, and I love it, but it has to be in shade, and it does like a lot of water as well. Now that I'm done moving the plants around and sifting the soil and tending to the three Ds: dead, diseased, and damaged, now I could start focusing in on my slope. I want to terrace the slope so that the water doesn't just run off and nothing can really grow because there's a lack of moisture. So this is everything that I've removed. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I have mentioned how I terrace, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm getting better and better at terracing every time. So I spend hours outside on my days off, and it is my peace, my solace, my joy. So I can get up at 8 in the morning and I can literally work through the day until 8 at night. No problem. It's just so peaceful for me. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of mapping it out here with my cement trowel. It's one of my favorite tools to terrace, and because it cuts into the soil like butter. And I can cut straight lines. And then once I'm done with it, then I can start doing what I'm doing here, I'm starting to smooth out all of the areas. What I do is I'll sift all the soil, get all the rocks and junk out of it, anything that doesn't mix well, because you want the consistency to be like cake batter, basically. You want it to be thick, but not so thick that it's hard to spread, but you don't want it to be too runny to where it doesn't stick to the walls. So you want it to be kind of a thick, creamy cake batter, I guess more like peanut butter, because that way you could just slap it onto the walls and then smooth it out. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just like slapping it on the wall and smoothing it out. I don't know if you saw that board, but that is keeping my depth, my planter bed depth, 2 feet deep. And of course, you have to have drip. Drip tape, drip line is amazing. Such a lifesaver, not having to worry about coming out here every single day and hand watering. All right, I think I have all of the petunias that I grew from seed mapped out. I have them kind of in a staggered pattern. Apple blossom pink with double cascade purple, and I'm keeping them about a foot apart. So basically I'm just putting each plant next to one of the drip line aerators. And here is the finished product. I'd love to know what you think of my process, my method, the look, the layout. Have you done this before? Do you terrace your slopes? Let me know. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.